Just as I suspected, wordsmiths, you're watching a video about vocabulary. I bet that means you hate math and science. Oh. No, is that not true for you? Sorry, wordsmiths, I guess I was stereotyping you. What's a stereotype, you ask? Well, you're in the right place to find out, because our words for this video are stereotype and obstacle. I'll define them both, we'll talk about word origins, and then we'll use each word in a sentence. So first, definitions. Stereotype. It's a verb and a noun. As a verb, it means to have a fixed idea about someone or something. I stereotyped you by assuming that if you're watching a vocab video, that means you're limited to liking one subject in school, which isn't true. Stereotype is also a noun. It's a fixed idea, usually about a group or a type of person. And obstacle, which is something that gets in the way and keeps you from making progress. All right, time for word origins. So, stereotype comes from French. A stéréotype is this thing here from the world of early printed text. Without getting too deep into it, it was an early kind of photocopy, a method of simplifying the printing process. From one stereotype, you could print a text 10,000 times, cheaply and easily. But you can't change a stereotype. You can't change the letters around. You can't alter it, even slightly. Every print looks exactly the same. The ideas do not change. Now imagine that this is applied to people and you see how this works. Just like the printed text always stays the same, your ideas about a type of person stay the same. So I expressed a fixed idea about people who like studying language, that they don't like math or science, but that stereotype isn't actually true. On to obstacle. This word comes from the Latin obstaculum, and for our purposes consists of two parts. Ob, meaning in front of or towards, and sta, to stand, to firm up, from the Latin stare. Related words. For the prefix ob, we have obstruct, to build something in someone's way, to put something in front of someone else. And statue. What does a statue do? Well, it stands upright. Often a statue is a sculpture of a person, and it's stable enough, that's another one, to stand on its own. Now, let's stand these words up in some sentences. Lupe stereotyped Peter as a jock who didn't like to read, but he loved reading everything from technical manuals to romance novels. Right, she had this assumption that sporty people don't like books. She had a fixed idea about him, which was incorrect. The only obstacle to Mora's success as a stand-up comic was her deep fear of making other people laugh. The thing that was in her way, the thing that was keeping her from making progress, was that fear. And the fear of making people laugh would be a pretty big obstacle for a comedian. Wordsmiths, I hope you have no obstacles in the way of your vocabulary success. But if you do, we're here to help. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, you can learn anything. David out.